Welcome to Glow Up or Get Out. So today, we're again at a different location. Like we said, the series of the traveling podcast this season.
Today we are at Genero Neutral. This is Jennifer and Ashley. They are the owners of the store, and we're gonna just be asking them a little bit more about how they got here.
Yes. So first question, to keep things really easy and light, you guys. We ask everyone we interview, what is the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
First thing is I open the crate for my dogs.
Okay.
My
So
dog.
she's a pet owner,
My dog.
dog lover.
She's a dog mom.
Dog mom, yeah.
I mean, I'm a dog mom too, but I snooze my alarm and pretend this isn't happening. So, meaning the new day. So,
Love
yeah,
that.
it's definitely a snooze for me.
Same.
Yeah.
I always snooze my alarm. I'm like, 10 more minutes. It's
Yeah.
fine. Next question, or I guess just to get a background on you guys, like, who are you? Like, what brought you to this point in your lives?
God, it's such a long story.
Like, how deep do you want to get?
How much trauma do you want? No. Jen, you go first. No, you.
Introduce yourselves. Like, who's Jen and who's Ash?
I don't know.
I don't even know. I don't know.
Like, give us your elevator pitch right now.
You could just give us, like, your astrological signs, your favorite color.
Oh, see,
you
that's
could go
loaded
simple.
though, because then I have to
Yeah,
explain
I
that.
feel
You could go
So-
simple. Your favorite color.
Favorite color.
What's your favorite color? I don't know.
I don't even think I have a favorite color. Okay, so I'm Ashley. I'm 28. I'm from San Jose in the Bay Area originally, but I moved to LA from New York. I've been here about 2 years. My astrological sign is Gemini, but don't judge me just on that.
My mom's a Gemini. It's okay.
Good. Okay, good. I have a dog, Colette. I have a Frenchie. That's my roommate. Yeah. I have always loved fashion, but I went to college for journalism actually. So I'm here somehow. But yeah, so I got to owning this store because I met Jen, and we both kind of found ourselves in a place where we could make a move like this, which I'm sure we'll get into later in this. But yeah, that's me.
Awesome.
So I'm Jen, aka Janita, aka Jennifer, aka Jenny.
See.
Anything you want. I was born and raised in New Jersey. I'm currently 31. Gotta be 32 next month.
Yeah.
Taurus.
Yes.
Tours on the side.
Taurus on the side. At 15, my mother decided to do an awful thing and move me across the country, move me to Florida, which I was very miserable. But then I became home, and definitely appreciate for her moving me out there for, to have a better life. And then once I graduated high school, I was a little bit lost. My mom tried to push me more to the medical field, so I listened to her, knowing that I always wanted to pursue fashion. But I did medical field for about 5 years or so. I was going for radiology. I was going to school. Decided to drop out and just move across country with my boyfriend at the time. Now he's my fiance.
Ooh.
Got engaged January.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
January recently.
Lady.
Yeah, and then I've been here in LA now going on 7 years. So
Wow.
that's when I met Ashley.
Yeah.
The love of my life.
Sorry, Joe. That's me.
Sorry, Joe.
It's
Just
me.
kidding.
Sorry.
My sister.
My sister.
Aw,
So she's Janita. I'm Ashley Sita. And
Ashley
yeah,
Sita,
so
Janita.
that's our alter egos, but actually our real selves. So.
We also have a new alter ego. It's Zuzu Zaza.
Yeah, Zuzu Zaza. So
Okay.
it gets very like towards the end of the day or the beginning of the day or really any point of the day, we get a little delirious sometimes and we start like creating new like phrases or names. And so I'm Zuzu and she's Zaza.
But I feel like we created this alter ego like when we opened Genero,
Yeah.
and it's just
Well, because also like her last name starts with ZA, so that's
Yeah.
how she was Zaza, and then she does this DJ set, this unofficial DJ set,
see
at
it
the end
every
of the
day.
day, and her name is DJ Za that I gave her, and so it
Just
was
works.
exactly Za Za Zuzu, a little Zuzu Za Za, and that's us.
Blow off the tongue.
Exactly.
I think you guys already discussed a little bit about what you guys were doing previously to Genero Neutral, but do you want to give us a little more background? You just say you did medical,
Yeah.
but what was after that, like probably more current past that you guys were into?
So after I made my move here to LA, I knew I wanted to pursue fashion. I didn't know how that looked like, given that we didn't know nobody. So then I think I found like an ad on like Craigslist to work for this watch company. So I started selling watches, and then I later on like found my way into a more fast fashion kind of company, Edgemine. And that's where I started. They gave me, the tools, and from there I grew, and and I've been more in the wholesale industry part of it. But I enjoy like the sales and the merchandising, and then I met Ashley, and then we got furloughed with the pandemic, and then it was time to do our own thing. So
Right.
here we are.
So before Genero, I was working for Dover Street Market. The way I got out to LA is I used to work in their New York office. So I started there. And Dover said that they wanted to open an LA store, and they at first weren't going to have an LA office, like any office team here. It was going to be run from New York. And so I needed to move out here just for like other reasons and stuff. And so like other life things at the time. And so I kind of pushed them like, please, like, can you please have even just me, like even just
I'll
me
be
in
your
the office? Yeah, I literally said that. And they were like, okay. And so,
Okay,
yeah,
just ask.
Exactly. Sometimes all you have to do is
Just
ask.
ask.
Yeah, truly.
We'll get into that later. But so I moved here at the end of summer 2018 to open Dover Street Market LA. And other office people joined me, which was amazing. The cool thing about fashion is the people that you meet, I think. And I think both Jenny and I have made some amazing friends.
Connections,
Connections and friends through fashion. So I wasn't alone in the DSMLA office. I had other people join me, but I was there for a while. And then pandemic hit. And for the first part of the pandemic, I was still working from home with them. But as of July, they furloughed me. And honestly, like, it was such a blessing because I had wanted to make a change. I just didn't really have the balls to do it myself. And so, but it was so cool to work for a company that so many people consider to be so cool. And I gained so much knowledge from there, but that was my first okay, let me write this down on paper fashion job, I would say. Before then, I had worked for a tech startup on their fashion team, and I, again, every job that you have, whether it's related to your field, you get something out of it. You get some sort of skill out of it. That wasn't a very fashion-y job whatsoever, but it was you get organized, you get you know how to prioritize, you learn
the tools
exactly. So
pursue other things.
Totally. So that got me to Dover, and then furlough from Dover got me here. So it's all great.
The blessing of furlough.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, so since we're here now, then what brought you actually to open up and take that path? Because it's definitely a risk to say, you know what, let's open something together.
Right? Let's open a physical store
Yeah.
while we're on lockdown.
Yeah.
Literally.
I mean, in the summer, we were feeling very lost, and we would go to the beach and cry and drink
White Claws.
White Claws. And
We did that too.
No, it was everything.
And Ashley and I were never too fond of the water like that. We admire the beach, but we became mermaids that summer.
We were mermaids.
mermaids.
We were fucking mermaids, seriously.
There was a lot of crying, and then I took a trip to Sequoia with my friends in August. And then I came back from that trip, and I was like, Ashley, what the fuck are we gonna do? We knew that we wanted to do something for ourselves. We just didn't know what that looked like. We also even toyed with the idea of doing an agency, but we didn't know how to start that and how to even make money off that. You know, we're just two girls, and who's gonna
trust that we can do all this shit that we're saying?
Right. Yeah. So it's like, it's scary. So my hats to you for trying that. And then we just somehow, I was like, oh, let's open a store. It's always been a dream of mine since I was 18. Like, just to own any type of business. And I was like, let's open a store. And me and Ashley looked at ourselves and we're like, okay, like, let's do this. Let's do this.
Yeah.
And then a few days later passed. We're like, oh, what should be the name? And we're like, we don't know. So what we did is got some White Claws.
Yeah.
Yes.
Our drink of choice
last
summer.
It was White Claws.
Yeah.
And we were at my place, and we got all my books, any inspo that we can imagine. We're just like looking for words, things to pop out. And I had opened this, had a Playboy magazine from I think it was for my birthday month. My boyfriend and I not collect them, but we have our birthday months in year. And I think it was his. I think it was the August one, and there was an article about the Boys and Girls Club. And we're like, oh my god, maybe name it the Boys and Girls Club.
And then we're like, wait, there's an actual Boys and Girls Club that's like a non-profit organization.
Yeah, and then me and Ashley always knew that we wanted something to be genderless.
Yeah.
Because it's just a reflection of our closet. We like to wear a lot of men's clothing as much as we like women's clothing.
Yeah.
So we definitely knew it was something that it had to be genderless. So, and I was like looking up how gender neutral in Spanish, and I was like, Genero Neutral, and I was like, Ashley,
we had an explosion moment.
And then
we're screaming, literally, we're like, oh my
screaming.
god, Genero Neutral. We're like, Genero Neutral.
Yeah, we
and we're like,
we're screaming it.
We just discovered.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we discovered gold.
Yeah.
We were screaming it. If that wasn't her dining table, we would have flipped the table.
And then Ashley, she was doing the design, the logo, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And so, that's how the name even came about.
Yeah.
And then my boyfriend, now fiance at the time, I think he actually really pushed us. He believed in the idea so much that he registered LLC right away. Didn't even ask us. He did all the back end. Yeah, he did all the back end, and he's like, you girls are registered with the state. We're like, what? So we're like,
oh, so we have to do this. Yeah.
You're like, so I have to.
Yeah. Exactly. He's like, oh, go get a PO box. And we're like, okay. We went and got a PO box. Open up an account. We're like, okay. We went open an account with $50 that we had.
Literally.
You guys are so funny. Okay.
Yeah. We're like, okay, so I guess we're doing this.
Totally.
So he really pushed it and believed that. He just did the back end that we didn't even know.
Yeah.
And from there, we treated
every day. It was our job at that point. It was we have to, big or small, we have to do something related to this every day. Whether that's figuring out what do we want it to look like? What do we want it to feel like? What sort of brands do we want in there? What's achievable? What's not achievable? It was just something we had to accomplish every day.
Yeah.
And I feel like just all those little steps made everything come together. So it's weird to say how easy it came together. It feels wrong to say that this just happened the way we wanted it to. But I think that, if it wasn't for those beach days, if it wasn't for looking at each other what the fuck, because we come from reporting to other people, right. Somebody else gives you the structure as far as what's expected of you, what your job looks like. When you no longer have that, you have to be your own pusher. You have to be your own structure setter. And that's why it's so nice, I'm sure you guys know too, to have a partner in something, because you can give each other that structure, or you can
each other accountable for stuff.
Totally.
Exactly.
If one is not feeling it, then you can
pick up the slack a little bit, or bring different strengths to the table. So it's so nice to, even when we didn't know what we were doing, we knew we would figure it out because we had each other. I'm gonna cry.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm really gonna cry. I don't want to cry.
Okay, move on.
Yeah. But
I got teary-eyed too.
Totally. I think we also both knew that having a business was important, but like we said, we thought about the whole agency concept, but it was it almost felt forced because we didn't even really know what we would do with that. whereas we both come from like
Wholesale.
wholesale or fashion like retail environments, so we knew at least what the bones looked like to get
Yeah.
something like this
We,
going.
we knew we had the tools, and
Yeah.
we can put a deck together, help you buy stuff. You
Yeah,
know, like
totally.
We can do all of that, but it's just
didn't feel right.
it just didn't feel right.
Totally.
Like we didn't even know how to start.
Exactly.
You know, and with the store, it was just like
It-
every day we just
Yeah.
had ideas
Yeah.
and then like you
Yeah.
know build from there, and it was just so
Exactly.
easy, like Ashley mentioned.
Yeah.
That's
So-
the best part. Like you feel like there's so many opportunities. Like it's just wide open.
Exactly. Yeah.
You did describe where the name came from.
Yeah.
How would you describe like your store and just like Genero Neutral in general? Like how would you describe it?
So, I mean, I think we have this unofficial slogan that is by us for everyone. And I think that's really at the core of what we want with this store is we want you to be able to walk in here no matter who you are, how much money you have, where you come from, what you look like, all of that, and be a part of this world. So, because I think so many times, even working in the environments that we haven't really felt parts of, I'm trying to be very vague, but felt part of those worlds in many ways. Maybe we couldn't afford it. Maybe we weren't their ideal customer.
Right.
Maybe we weren't who they wanted shopping there or who
Yeah.
they wanted to be part of their brand. So I think for us, it was kind of just like, we want to make sure this space and this thing that we're creating really represents ourselves, our friends, people we don't even know, people that aren't even our friends yet, but just
Yeah.
this really like bigger community. So I think that when we say by us for everyone, sometimes we don't even know who everyone is because
Yeah.
it really is just everybody.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say that we have an ideal client. I
No.
wouldn't say that we have a targeted
Yeah.
audience, anything like that. I think we've been so lucky to just kind of be ourselves and present versions of us and have the organic support that we've gotten so far. It's very encouraging that, okay, I think we might be onto
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
here. So as far as the what you see in the store and what Jen was saying, we shop and we dress ourselves very genderlessly. Like I'm thinking about it today. I'm wearing a men's top and men's pants, and I'm wearing women's shoes. But and we like to wear men's clothes, women's clothes, whatever clothes. So we really wanted that space to feel like, or our selection to feel like our closet. And we've tried to be as inclusive as possible as far as sizing is concerned. But we're also just learning to see what people gravitate towards
Yeah.
and what people tend to shop. So there's a learning in that too. But
Yeah.
really, the selection is it's us. It's stuff that we would wear. It's stuff that we already do wear. It's stuff that we've aspired to wear. It's our friends' brands. It's
That's awesome.
yeah. It's just stuff that we're familiar with that we want you to become
Right.
familiar with too.
We keep getting asked, like, what's the strategy of buying?
Yeah.
Honestly, we really don't have a strategy.
No.
It's really what we like and
Yeah.
what we want to wear, and it's here,
Yeah.
It's a representation of our friends, our community, so
Yeah.
yeah, we don't really have like a specific target.
Yeah.
We
There's
want
no
everybody,
strategy.
Yeah.
There's a budget, but there's no there's no strategy,
Yeah.
but it's a budget.
Fair enough.
Exactly. So yeah, but I think it's been really cool to start as us because there's nothing to figure out. It's just what the fuck we want,
Yeah.
you know? So, and that's so freeing about being able to do your own
Yeah.
thing, you know? So I think
Control.
exactly. So that's kind of where we're at so far.
What has been the most difficult thing then? Because it sounds like things have been not easy, but fun
Mhm.
and very in your control. So what would you say would be the most difficult part?
I would say just the legal stuff of just getting the lease of the space itself, because we didn't have no knowledge
Right.
in that. We didn't realize how long of a process that was.
Yeah.
And since we had this great idea, we wanted to just start right away, but
Yeah.
the universe is like, no, calm down.
Yeah.
So I think it's just the legal paperwork was tough. Not tough necessarily, because we had the tools and we had my fiance who helped a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just I think the length of that was
Yeah.
like the struggle.
Well, and I think too, that was the thing that we had no familiarity in. Like, I mean, we've all signed apartment leases before, but it's so different to take on a commercial lease. And so, and also too, when you're so excited about something, you want it, like Jenny
Now.
said, now.
We wanted it
So
now.
we wanted it now. We thought,
I thought we were opening in November. Like, oh yeah, I just signed a lease. Here
right?
we are. Like,
Yeah,
nope.
here's my deposit, here's my whatever. Like, no, it's not like that. The
Right.
lease took the longest part. I would say the lease took us probably 5 of the 8 months. Because we opened from start to finish, it was an 8-month process of, you know, light bulb idea to opening the doors, it was 8 months. I would say 5 of those 8 months was figuring out this lease.
Wow.
So it was, so that alone, that waiting time, like,
course, yeah.
it drives you crazy.
You're just sitting there like,
Exactly.
And the crazy part it was for us that we believed in the space so much that we were not even looking anywhere
No.
else.
Yeah.
So we were just putting all our eggs in this basket and hoping
Yeah.
that it would work. And then
Yeah.
at the end, it was starting to like maybe we were not gonna get it because
Yeah.
there was like some competition with
Yeah.
like the leasing, like
Yeah.
oh we might give it to this person
Yeah.
instead. And there was a lot of negotiating back and forth. There was like a lot of people involved. So I think
was,
once
yeah.
there's too many people, it just gets a little messy.
yeah.
But yeah, so.
And I think too, like, you know, this is our first business, so we don't have a track record that you can look at.
Yeah.
You only have like our personal stuff to look
Right.
at, and so it's kind of like, oh shit, like you're looking at me as in a way that nobody's looked at me before.
Right.
Now you're wondering if I'm worthy of the thing I'm trying to create,
Yeah.
you know? So that concept was a little crazy too, but it all came together in the right way. We had, Jenny had wanted November, December to open. I always knew, I knew that wasn't
like,
gonna
it's not
happen.
happening.
I was like, okay, maybe January, but we didn't even sign the lease until January. So,
goodness.
and then we had to do our, you know, our updates of the space
Right.
and all of that stuff. So we were lucky enough that we ended up opening the store at the same time that LA started to reopen with
It's almost
COVID
perfect
stuff.
timing
Yeah.
though.
It was like we didn't know,
Yeah,
but it
right.
was. So it's benefited us in so many ways already. So yeah, I would say the waiting was hard, and then
Yeah.
also just as broad as it is, just dealing with things that we've never had to deal with before.
Right.
Like it was a lot of like self-educating and leaning on other
Yeah.
people.
Yeah,
when
for
we
sure.
when we never had to do that. So
Would you say you expected those things like to come up? You just didn't know what exactly. Like you knew something was going to
Yeah.
come up, where you're like, I'm gonna need help on that.
I think that it was very much like an expect the unexpected situation
Yeah.
because it was like it was going too good in
Right.
some
Right.
ways. Like it was too easy to
Yeah.
come up with the name, come up with our brand roster, come up with what we wanted it to look like. It was
Yeah.
like, okay, where's the hitch here? You
Right.
know,
What's the catch, guys?
exactly. And it wasn't even a catch really, but it was just
Obstacle to
an
get
obstacle,
over.
like a little bit of a delay of the process that ended up benefiting us. So.
Yeah, I think this next question then maybe doesn't relate, but maybe it does. When I talked to you guys before this interview, you guys had mentioned that obviously it's all women funded and founded. Did you guys like have any difficulties or barriers entering like the retail space as women?
I think that I wouldn't say it was as women we faced the issue, but I think as young adults we
Yeah.
faced
Yes.
the issue.
I was gonna touch base on like kind of like the hurdles that we came across with like financials.
Yeah.
There's really no help for like small businesses if you're starting to start off. You
Yeah.
know, we don't come with rich parents or nothing
Yeah.
was given to us. You know, everything we have is we've been working towards, and we didn't have like all the savings in the world.
Yeah.
And so when we went to the banks to ask for loans and stuff, we were getting declined essentially. And you know, it's like how do they expect you? You know, I have student loans, I have all this stuff. We're just starting out life. I mean,
Yeah.
granted, I'm 31, but it's just like life is just finally.
31
like,
is young
I know
financially.
financially,
Yeah.
like it's,
Still.
but there's like
Yeah.
so many expectations. Like you have
Yeah.
to have all this credit score. You have to have this
Yeah.
amount in your bank, and like
Yeah.
how do you even like
How do you do that?
right?
And how do you do that when you've just been furloughed?
Right.
Totally.
Like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to tell you? My source of income is Gavin Newsom. You know, like,
Take it up with him.
exactly. Talk to
Don't
Gavin.
anymore. I
Exactly. I'm asking for more from him too. You know, but yeah, I think like it's crazy. That was okay. So that's definitely a
Yeah.
hurdle.
Yeah.
That was a hurdle in the
That's
sense.
a little discouraging. At one
It
point, I think
was.
we were like, we want to do this, but we don't have the finances.
Yeah.
Right.
And we would go literally to the bank. We applied credit cards.
Oh,
we
yeah,
would do
everything.
everything,
Yeah.
and it was just kind of a little discouraging.
I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. I'm not going to cry. I'm very emotional. I saw this car today, and the license plate was Cry Club, and I was like, I am president of Cry Club. Exactly. Yeah, but we just got super lucky that we had a family member lend us, not give us, but lend us money to get things started. And we had other people
It makes me
that
want to cry.
yeah, we had other people that were willing to lend us money, non-family, but you don't know what strings are attached with that.
Totally.
You know, and even like, and it was just kind of like, they could be amazing people, they could have the right intentions, which everybody surrounding us in this process has been so supportive and had the best intentions in mind, but like there's nothing like your family member that is gonna just like be there for you no matter
Right.
what type of
Yeah.
thing. So it was so nice to have this female family member. I'm not gonna cry.
Our angel.
Our angel. Loan us the money to start, and it was like, if we didn't have that, we wouldn't have any of this, you know. And it's nice because it was just kind of like the thing to start, because I know that we can quadruple, 5-duple, like 20,000 duple everything that we've received from this person.
Yeah.
But it sometimes just takes that one person to believe in you.
Yeah.
And it's not like, and it's crazy because this person didn't have this money just sitting in their bank. Like they went through the process to get it for us.
Right.
So they did what we couldn't, or what we were denied to do, basically. So it was nice to have that happen. But I think it really like strengthened even more the fact that this was a woman that did it for us. This was somebody that, like, you know, single mom vibes that did it for us. And I think that that just speaks to who she is and who we are, and how we're just trying to be very like independent in this process as best we can, you know? So I think it was interesting because both Jen and I, like, we were very hesitant about and very uncomfortable with money in the first place. I think it's a conversation or a topic that none of us are very comfortable with.
Yeah.
And so we were like, even though we needed this money so badly, we so didn't want to take it because it just like your pride is involved, or you just don't want to get it unless it's yours, you know? But I think we both looked at each other and realized this is the way that we can do what we want to do, you know? And it was the best circumstance it could be. So I would say the financials and us being young people has been like the biggest hurdle. And it's also interesting too, because despite everything you see, despite this space, despite you just see Jen and I in here, I can't tell you how crazy we felt the first week when people would come in and be like, oh, so do the owners, blah, blah, blah.
You're like, we are the
And we'd be like, we're the owners! And we'd be like, that's us!
Get it straight!
Exactly! Exactly. And so it was so crazy that after all of this, after everything, after it being us putting it all together, that people would be like, oh, do the owners? And it was like, first we were offended, and then it was like, you know what?
That's a compliment.
That's a compliment,
Yeah.
right? You can't even believe that it would be Jen and I, two young girls, doing this.
Yeah.
I think our hope is to normalize that, you know, maybe, you know, encourage young girls or anybody just to start their own business, because this should be normal, you know? We should be able to own our stuff, and there should be the help out there.
Totally.
Definitely.
Going back to the fact that like it's so hard to get the help or like even begin the process because it's so they require so much.
Yeah.
Make it
of you.
so difficult just
It
to
does.
try.
It really
just
is.
to try.
Try.
You're right.
How do you want us to build our wealth without like helping us build
Exactly.
our wealth?
Yeah.
100%.
Totally. It's like, and it doesn't help to hear like, that sounds great, good luck, but I can't help you.
Yeah.
You know, like, fuck that. Like, help me, because look at what you missed out on.
Totally.
Look at what you're not part of now, you know? Like, we didn't need you, clearly, because we had somebody else that was like not gonna complicate it for us.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like, not everybody has even that person that has the ability to take that loan out or
Right.
to borrow from their whatever. Like, we got so lucky that we had that person in our lives, but had we not, we
Yeah.
wouldn't be here,
Yeah.
you know? And it sucks that that's probably the story for so many people with
Yeah.
such great ideas who want to do even a fraction of what we've done. Maybe they want to start a business from their garage. Maybe they want to start an online business or
Etsy,
something.
yeah.
Exactly, and they can't even do that. So I think that there's something like, that's a space that I now feel super passionate about,
Yeah.
to like see how, once we're good with this, to see how we can help people down the line to do their thing, you know?
That definitely speaks volumes. I just feel like, one, the person that was willing to help you guys, it's just like, it speaks volumes about who you are, like that they believe in you.
Right.
Totally.
So like now you can pay that forward
Exactly.
and see that in other people.
Exactly.
So like,
Exactly.
if we just helped everyone,
Right,
we would
of
just
course.
have
Exactly,
this like
right?
cycle of helping
Ongoing.
people.
Totally. Yeah.
I guess moving along with this whole idea of helping people, what advice do you guys have for others trying to start a new business?
I think that, like, it sounds so cheesy, but if you have an idea, give it a shot.
Right.
In whatever capacity you're able to do that, like, give it a shot.
Yeah.
Don't care too much about what other people think and what other people suggest to you. If you have the idea and you have the vision, you have it. You know, I can't tell you between like brokers or our friends or whatever, like we would talk about this with, and they thought we were crazy. Like, they were like, are you sure? Like, maybe you just start with e-com.
Right.
Or maybe look at another space. Like, are you sure about this location? And we were like, nah, like, this is exactly what we
passionate
want,
about it.
you know? And
Yeah, just
so,
be strong enough to believe in your idea and don't let those other voices get in your head because it could get very discouraging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Builds
Yeah.
doubt in your head.
Totally. I mean, even when we were far along in this process, we had people giving advice to us because they cared, because they
Yes.
like wanted to
Yeah.
be a part of it. But we had people giving advice, and once they left, Jen and I would be in
We would
tears.
feel crazy.
We'd feel crazy because it was like, should we take their advice? Should
Right.
we not? Should we change
Yeah.
what we thought? And then it was like, absolutely
No,
not.
you
Yeah.
just gotta
No.
get in the mindset respectfully.
Respectfully.
Thanks for the
Thank
feedback.
you. Yeah.
I think I got this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because
So-
only you know the vision, you know, what's in
Exactly.
your head. They're
Right.
just, again, like Ashley said, their intentions are good,
Yeah.
but they don't know what's
They don't
in
know
your
what
head.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's a lot of trusting yourself. It's a lot of taking, like, it's very hard for a lot of people to take risks. And I
Yes.
think it's weird because this never felt like a risk to me for some reason. It was a risk, obviously, like, okay, we have this money now that we have to be responsible for. But this felt so right for us
Right.
that it never felt risky.
Yeah.
But to other people, it was risky,
Yeah.
you know? But sometimes I think you just have to really, like, give yourself that shot.
right. For sure. I mean, for me, like, I've always kind of been like a risk taker, even to moving here to LA, but I always try to get in a mentality, like, what's the worst that can happen, you know? Like, you do all of this, and then you probably take out loans, but, like, at least you tried it. You can pay that back. Like, just go for it, you know? Even when I moved to LA, like, what's the worst that could happen? Oh, I fail and I have to go back home. My parents will take me back.
Right.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
that's the worst that could happen to you.
Yeah.
And with this, it was like, what's the worst? Like, yeah, we're gonna be in debt or something, but, you know, just go for it.
Something you could be proud of
Yeah,
to say
for
I
sure.
tried.
Yeah.
Totally. And I think, like, it might be as simple as, like, those first couple of days when we were doing things, we were, like, writing down, like, okay, what do we want in here? What do we want the vibe to be? Like, sometimes it's just, like, sitting down and writing down what your goal is and figuring out, like, the branches to get there. And so maybe it's less, like, opening a store, like, is, like, such an epic, like, thing, but maybe it's, like, figuring out the name of your business. What do I want my business to be? It
Yeah.
all gets there, you know? So don't get bogged down by the big picture when there are so many little things that can take you there.
I like the last question.
Is it? Okay,
Yeah. What's next for Genero Neutral?
We're just week 3.
Y'all
feel like
did
I
some
don't
big
wanna-
things.
Somebody already asked us if we had another location. I mean, actually, like,
We were like,
we just
we're 10 days in. Like, what else do
What
you
do you
want
want
from
from
us? Yeah. I mean, I think, like, long term, we have goals of expanding for sure. We would love to have more locations. If the first 3 weeks are the roadmap for what the rest of the business can look like, then I think we'll be in a really strong place, you know, thankfully. But we don't take any of this for granted. We know that we're so fortunate to be able to have the start that we've had. So hopefully like maintaining that and growing upon that is like the short-term goal. But I think we would love to, you know, we signed a 5-year lease for this space. So hopefully by year 5, we will have outgrown this space. Maybe we find something, you know, a larger space, but maybe we also have stores in other cities, or this turns into like, I think the one thing we haven't gotten to touch upon is how we wanted Genero Neutral in this space to be so much more than just retail. We want
like
it to
a
be
sense of community.
Yeah. We want it to be like a space where our friends, new and old, can come and launch their projects here, can have this space be like, I always say this, but like if you want to launch a zine, let's launch it here. If you want to have a performance here, if you want to have your art show here, if you want to have a talk here, if you want to do like a lot of community facing things, we want to be able to have as part of us. So hopefully we can make some edits to this space to make that possible. Hopefully by year 5 this can look like something very communal at that point. It's just about figuring out what that looks like, but if we've done this, we could do it. Right?
We can do anything.
Exactly. So yeah, we'll see. We want to have another event soon. Our opening was an event.
Function.
It was a function.
It got a little crazy.
It got a little crazy because Jen and I were just busy running around the whole day. We barely got to enjoy it. But it was so nice to see everybody enjoying themselves.
You created that.
Yeah, it was so cool.
So we realized that we like throwing these events. So we want to continue at least maybe once a month or whatever that looks like.
It doesn't have to be a function every time.
But I feel like...
But like, low-key it might be.
Our friends
will take it there.
They'll take it there.
But yeah, we would love to do something like that again soon. So
excited.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Lots of fun things coming.
Yes,
for sure.
Totally.
We're gonna move on to glowing hour.
Oh my.
So glowing hour, we told you guys we drink.
Okay.
We're gonna have a little mimosa moment because it's the morning.
Okay.
Literally 10
So
a.m.
we're gonna be a little bit lax about it, but we're just gonna do a fun like speed round of
kind of like this or that, or like hot or not, I guess.
Oh,
it's like fashion trends.
I like that.
A little test on you guys.
Okay, cool. Uh-oh.
Okay, so we're enjoying.
Ready for sweat?
Yes.
Okay.
We're enjoying our mimosas.
Oh my God.
Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
Let's.
Cheers. Let's do this.
All right, so like we said, we're gonna do some hit or misses.
Okay.
Just give us your honest opinions. You can just say yes or no.
Okay.
If it's a yes or no, or you can get into
Is
details.
this just fashion related or?
Yes.
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 Okay. I was like, ooh.
Just fashion.
I was like,
How dark is
How
it?
dark is it getting here?
Okay, so the first thing, tennis skirts, hit or miss.
Hit or miss.
she's about to play tennis. I'm not.
No, I'm not playing.
Yes, you're gonna play tennis.
Yes, she is.
I mean, they hit. They're cute.
Okay.
I like them. But not, I don't know if it's for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, true story.
Did you have a tennis skirt moment in the summer?
I ordered one.
So I have one.
No, I have one. So I had ordered one. This is when like I was buying LA apparel sweatsuits for the house because where are we going? You know, and I had no sweatpants for some reason. Actually, that makes sense for me. I'm always getting dressed every day, but I had no sweatpants, so I was ordering stuff, and I was on the LA apparel site. And I saw this cute little tennis skirt. I was like, "Fuck me up!" Like this isn't me, but like, what? Who am I right now? Like,
anyway.
Exactly. I'm at home. I order a green tennis
cute.
skirt. It was like very much like a Clueless moment.
Ooh.
However,
No.
it is too short for me.
that
It is. It could be like a Halloween costume.
Because
Save
you got
it for them days.
a little snap
Yeah.
and bend.
With
and
like a little bend and snap. There's a whole lot of bend. There's a whole.
Hips don't lie.
Oof, the hips and thighs don't lie in that skirt,
Yeah.
and so you get more than you bargained for with the skirt.
Right.
So it's not going outside.
Should
Not
be
maybe
inside the
Halloween.
house.
Maybe a Halloween. We'll see. We'll see what outside looks like this summer.
Okay,
Who knows?
yeah. True.
But conceptually,
Cute.
It's cute.
It's
cute.
Okay.
But it is kind of, it's a very specific look, that's
It
for sure.
really is.
Yeah.
Not for everybody.
Not for everybody.
Not for me.
No.
Yeah. Not
We
for me.
got some. And
We had the same issues.
We just went, oh, it's like that.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yes. Yes.
Full ass cheek moment.
Exactly. It's an LA Apparel ad moment. Like
Yeah, you're right,
your
you're
body's out, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, I get it.
The
Like,
purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Like
get it
I'm
now.
down with it. Yeah.
Next one, sweater vest. Hit or miss.
Well, we ordered
Oh,
some.
Oh, so
yeah, it's a hit.
It's a hit. It's
Cool.
cute.
They're cute.
I think they're cute. Yeah.
Yeah, they really are.
Maybe not with the tennis skirt
No.
because then it's very like collegiate.
Like,
yeah.
happy
Yeah.
vibe.
But I mean, I should maybe. I don't know.
Because you remember that cute girl that we met last week?
Yes.
She was wearing one and she had like a little baby tee or underneath there, like so cute.
Yeah, it looks
we
so
ordered
good
some,
on her.
so-
yeah. So
Coming
come and
soon.
buy your
Coming
sweater
soon.
vest here.
We'll be back.
Exactly. I think they're cute.
The next one is patchwork clothing, so like pants or those shirts with like the.
It's
you know
like
what I'm
got
talking
the,
about, right?
it like, they're clearly different fabrics
Uh-huh.
sewn
Stitched.
together, stitched.
I think it's like a miss for me right now. It used to be a thing, like, you know?
Yeah.
But I think even like Supreme dropped today, like the patch pants or something like that. I don't know. But
Not your thing.
yeah.
I wouldn't say it was my thing
Yeah.
either.
All right.
It's a miss. All right, cool.
Crochet style. So like
Crochet.
literal crochet tops or like a crochet dress. That look, I don't know.
Wait.
I'm picturing like a doily that my grandmother has made. You know, that's what I'm visualizing. However,
I'm visualizing that top that Ricky got for Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Like, that's
See,
nice vacation
cute.
vibes. That's
Yeah.
cute. I have like a kind of like a crochet sort of thing that I was gonna wear the other day, but then the universe spilled makeup on it. So I was like,
Oh,
oh, maybe
no.
like. But I've never
Yeah.
been able to wear it out because I'm like, this is kind of weird.
yeah.
Like, I don't
It's a
know.
moment.
I think on me it's a no. On
Okay.
somebody else it could be very cute.
You can
but
appreciate it.
I can appreciate it on them. For me, I don't think. I think it would be very more feminine than I'm used to wearing.
Got
so,
Okay.
Style
for me, no.
preference.
Yeah.
Knitwear. Kind of same vibes. Hit or
Just
miss.
more knits.
Just more knits.
Like a sweater moment or
Sweater. I feel like everyone's making dresses and all kinds of clothes out of knitwear.
I think it can be cute. I think it depends on like done right it could be
It could
nice.
be, yeah, if it's tasteful,
Yes.
like if a designer could really,
Pull it off.
Yeah.
then it's
Totally,
a hit.
Totally.
It's a
it's
hit for me.
But if it's just like one of these
I feel like you have someone in mind.
You're about to slam somebody.
See, this is why you don't give me a moment. Because it can get real specific. But no, I would say in certain circumstances it could be done really well.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. It could be really sexy. Like a tight sort of knitwear, like strappy dress situation could be
Cute.
really cute. Yeah.
So going off a COVID classic, what do you think about sweatpants and sweat shorts?
Go ahead.
You have thoughts?
I'm talking, so I'm
Wait.
sick of speaking.
Just sweatpants and
Sweatpants
sweat
And sweat
shorts.
shorts. In public too.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I just wear that to run errands and stuff. I don't really would wear
Like,
that.
it's not like a
out-
look.
out. Like, it's not like a look for me.
Yeah.
I don't feel very like dressed in
Yeah.
sweatpants and whatnot. So it's for the house, not
Yeah.
for the streets.
Yeah.
For the street.
Exactly. It's for the sheets, not the streets. Sorry. Don't give me alcohol. Yeah, I think the shit that was driving me crazy in quarantine was, and I kind of touched on it, like I'm used to getting dressed every day, and I think you are too.
Yeah.
And so I had an actual, like, it was a mental process for me when we were in the beginning of quarantine that I wasn't doing that every day.
Right.
And that was like, I don't feel like myself in these
Yeah.
sweatpants and
Right.
in these sweatshirts and
I don't
shit.
feel good.
I don't feel good. Yeah. So when I'm wearing that sort of thing, I just don't feel like myself. So,
I mean,
but
we bought a lot of sweatpants during the
like
quarantine
I
at
said,
LA Apparel.
LA
You
Apparel.
know, but it's just for me. It's just in the mornings I'm running errands,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna be all day. Like I can't wear sweatpants to the store. Like
Totally.
Yeah.
it's not my
Yeah.
it's not my vibe.
Totally.
Not against them, but
Yeah. Some people look dope in them, but it's not what I would put together.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Next would be sheer clothing. So just
we
like,
love
We love sheer
I see a few
clothing.
things.
I was like,
Yes.
I'm looking to my left and looking to my right.
Girl, I was wearing basically not a top yesterday.
Yeah.
Like literally.
We live for a sheer
I
moment.
live for sheer.
Yes.
Such a hit.
You can buy sheer tops here for $100.
How do you guys feel about pastels? I mean,
There's a lot of pastels in here.
There's pastels happening.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a hit.
I
It's
think
a
it's
hit.
a hit.
Yeah.
I'm so pale personally that pastels, anything with a white base looks good on me. So pastels I love.
Yeah.
So I do
It's a
pastel nails a lot too. So pastels are pretty on you too.
You look pretty.
You look so pretty.
You look so pretty. The next one, colored sunglasses.
I know, like, looking at them.
It's a hit.
So cute.
It's a hit. It's a hit.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
love them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
Any particular like color you guys like specifically, like color lens?
I mean, I always been used to just wearing like black glasses with kind of like a color lens. But now that we have like that yellow, it's so bomb.
cute.
And
They're
that
so
blue.
good.
That baby blue.
Let me show you. We're gonna put them on.
Yes.
I mean,
They're very
this
cute, guys.
plugging this brand, Bonnie Clyde.
forget.
They
Bonnie
have
Clyde.
Bonnie Clyde. They have the dopest.
Heard it here.
Yeah,
Bonnie
they have the
Clyde.
dopest sunglasses.
Only available in Genero Neutral.
No, seriously.
Those are so cute.
Only
Those are so
store.
cute.
Yeah, no, seriously, they're only available
I'm like,
here.
Sam, you get the blue ones, I'll get the yellow
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah, literally.
No, they're so good. And then swap. Let's swap.
It's
I
a whole
mean-
nother vibe. Oh my god.
No,
Like,
like,
come on.
come on. Like, are you kidding me?
Very cute, guys.
Clearly.
Fuck me up.
No, seriously. These are obviously a hit. If you
Yeah.
can't tell, we're telling you now. These
Well,
are a
the
hit.
is on.
Yeah,
You
let's
know
keep
where to
on.
come, guys. You know where to come.
Yeah, Bonnie Clyde at Genero Neutral.
Next one, scarf tops. Hit or miss?
I don't even know what that looks
Like
like.
a
It's
wearing
literally a scarf and you
wearing
just
a scarf as a top.
I think it's like a maybe like a miss for me.
It's been done.
It's
like
been done. I don't. I just have this person in my
You're just like, stop wearing it.
Stop doing it.
It's like sis that.
I'm trying to be a better person, so.
I'm trying
I
not to
mean-
talk poorly of people.
So a
Read
miss.
the 4 agreements.
Yeah, be
Read the
impeccable.
4 agreements.
We already fucked up.
We fucked
It's
up.
Not even 11, but it's okay.
Me every day.
We can start tomorrow.
Exactly. They say to try your best.
Yeah,
we tried.
you
This
did.
is your best.
Yeah,
tried.
this is my best for
my
today.
best as
Better
well.
than yesterday.
Exactly.
It's a miss for me.
Yeah.
It's a miss.
It's a mess.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll leave it at that.
Furry bags.
Furry bags.
Furry tote little moment. Or I don't know what else.
Not for me.
Wouldn't say it's for me either.
Miss.
Miss.
Yeah.
Crossover denim.
It's
Or
like,
like
it's like the jeans
the
that the
buckles,
button is
like,
in the
over
right.
here.
Is it because it doesn't fit and we're trying to make it fit, or
No, I
it's
think
on
it's
purpose?
like a
It's on
style.
purpose.
People make
Okay.
it that way. Yeah.
I think I'm very classic with my jeans, so it's a miss for me.
Yeah.
You have a person in mind.
I told you I was a Gemini.
You said not to judge you for
Not
that,
to
but
judge.
Yeah.
The wine, I mean the champagne hit. So, yeah, no. If it doesn't fit and you're gonna do it, I get it. Because like as somebody who hates pants because they don't fit me, like I understand the lengths we take to make something fit.
it's like the waist needs
Correct.
to fit,
Yes.
but the ass
Correct.
doesn't. I mean, the other way around.
Both. Exactly. But no, if it's not to
If it's purposeful,
solve
you
a
hate
problem,
it.
yeah, then no.
Got it.
Thank you.
Wait, it just made me think of another one that we didn't list. But like, I'm thinking Maddie from Euphoria, the little,
Oh,
the hip,
the
jeans
oh,
or the
like the
pants.
cut
With the thong exposed?
No, the
Like
little
cutout.
It looks
the
like she's
cutout, the
wearing a
cutout.
thong, but it's just the cutout. What's your thoughts?
Hit or miss.
I mean, I'm so team Maddie. Like,
I mean, for Maddie, I'm
Still be.
For Maddie, it's a hit.
it's a hit for
On
Maddie.
these other,
On these other people.
it's
yo
a
no
miss.
say.
That's how I feel about
this.
this.
Yeah, I think Maddie kills it. I think we should only have Maddie doing it.
Got it.
That's a positive way to put that.
Correct.
Very
Beautiful.
positive.
Thank you. She's growing.
Matching sets in general. Like,
Oh my god, are you already thinking of someone else?
No.
Thinking of the bitty bitty bom bom
Oh,
set.
we live for like a monochrome moment. Like just
Yes.
we love sets,
Okay.
but
So it's interesting because we just got a recent delivery from this brand, and we presented something as a set and it was crazy, or we put it together as a set and the vibe is not there. Like it's very like, it becomes very Fashion Nova when you put it together as a set like that. Fashion, respectfully, y'all are like $1 billion company, but it's a different look. It's a different look. But when we styled it the way we would have styled it, it looked how we would style it. Like it just felt a little bit more wearable.
Yeah.
But there's a time and a place for a matching set. Maybe Halloween.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like matching, like I would wear denim on denim, like that's that, but like
Canadian tuxedo.
Yeah, but
what
like
about like a
print?
beach, like we're thinking vacation matching set. Even then, Kate, me vouching for like some matching set I don't have.
At the end of this month, so you better say something nice.
We'll see.
Well,
I mean,
she's supposed to pick. I'll like it.
I'll like it.
Maybe.
Just kidding. No, I think also it's
how do you wear it? Like,
it's how you wear it. It's the how you accessorize it, what you do with the rest of it. Like
we're not mad at it.
No, we're not. And also, you could wear a Fashion Nova set and look fire. Like you could totally like elevate it and make it look so much more than what you paid for it.
Yeah.
So I definitely don't discriminate as far as that's concerned.
Totally.
Like especially since Gavin Newsom was paying me, like trust me, like I love a bargain. But at the same time, like it's about girl, don't give our secret away.
Just kidding.
We'll cut it out.
Cut it out.
We don't want
not don't, because that's our spot.
we won't blow up the spot.
Exactly. But no, I think it's just really like it's just about how you put it together because it could elevate it. So like you could wear like because like you're right, we do love monochrome. I love a monochrome situation.
That was the next one. So it's a hit.
Yeah, monochrome is
next
hit.
one's monochrome.
Yeah,
I
monochrome
think
is
if
for
it's
sure
like
a hit.
I see it if it's like a baggier moment, like I that bitty bitty bum bum.
Yeah, we call it bitty bitty bum bum because we received it and we both were like, okay, let's try it on. Let's see what it looks like. Oof, bitty bitty bum bum. It was
We
crazy.
felt like a Selena vibe.
No, it was like, damn. We did a little twirl.
You said, oh my God.
Yeah, no, it was fire. Like we look good, but it was
But
like
it's not us.
no, it's not us. I'm not about to wear that out. It felt very costumey like that. So I think it's so important to try other things around instead of just like go with the set that you've just received.
Totally.
Put something over it to do it.
Put a sweater.
Exactly.
A
Put a
necklace.
sweater. Yeah. Put a baggy tee over it.
Do you want a refill?
We have more.
No, we can't.
Lots more.
I was thirsty.
Velour tracksuits, hit or miss. They are coming back.
I mean, I used to love a baby fat, like,
Uh-huh.
I even got the Carhartt velour.
Carhartt
velour?
Yes, I got this from Essence.
I need to
Remember
look.
when I went to Sequoia, I got these like velour maroon colors, and
Okay.
I look. If I could find / fit in my juicy tracksuits, a bitch would be in that.
see that's
Fuck me up with a
thrift
sweatsuit.
stores.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yep.
no sweatpants, bitch. I'd be in that.
yeah,
That's
that's
That's different.
That's
It
not
hits
sweatpants.
different.
Like
No.
hit me with my baby fat, like
Exactly.
Period.
If it says juicy on my ass, so
It's
be it.
Speaking the facts.
Exactly. Take a look.
So yes to velour.
Yes to velour tracksuits. I miss Juicy Couture. Like low-key.
I had a little Paris moment.
good.
My grandma gave me.
I love that.
It's cute.
I would wear that to the store. I might have to get on Depop today and just see what's up. Seriously.
It was a reminder.
Yeah.
Headbands, either like
The chunky.
the chunky ones or like the like more athletic ones where like there's headbands in general.
I'm not into headbands.
I feel like girls are doing it with like
respectfully, no.
They're doing it with the collegiate look now.
with the collegiate looks.
Well, you know, she could wear it with her tennis
Little
skirt,
tennis skirts.
with her matching
me.
set
Yeah.
underneath.
It's not for me.
It's not for me either.
Shade.
Yeah.
No.
Cool.
It's like a miss.
I thought about chunky headbands for a while when they first came out, and I was like, Maybe, and then I went to Target, put one on my head, and I was
You're
like,
like,
"Ooh."
no.
Right?
Absolutely not.
I mean, so much of this also comes from the fact that that shit would look horrible on me. So like,
So no, it's
so
okay.
exactly. So I have to think about myself in it to a certain extent.
Absolutely.
But I
It
did
might work for somebody.
Exactly.
else.
Exactly.
These are just your opinions, guys. These are just yours.
Just like
It might work for someone else, but we don't know her.
We don't
Just
know her.
kidding.
Not her.
I don't associate with her.
Yeah, shan't be seen with her.
Phone charms.
Oh,
Oh wow.
like the one that
Yeah.
hangs.
Mm.
New.
I used to have that when I was.
I had the Winnie the Pooh ones when I was little.
I had them when I was like 5. What were you saying?
Yeah.
Like, are they in?
I was like-
are they hit or miss?
I haven't seen one in
I haven't
like
even,
a decade.
Yeah.
What?
Really?
You
Yeah.
haven't seen them come back?
No.
No.
Neither
They're
have
making
I.
a comeback.
Really?
Really?
Where do you attach it?
Apparently,
In
like
the-
in this area.
Like you tie it through there or
Really?
something.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 It's like for the ones that have like this shit.
People are just like making them on Etsy now, but I'm sure Fashion Nova and all
Uh-oh.
those places will be quick with it to get on
Probably.
that.
I don't know. I didn't even like
Yeah.
I didn't
thought
know it was
about
a
them. I
thing.
didn't even
Yeah.
think that was a thing.
All right,
I
well,
mean, good
we don't
for
know
them.
Good for them.
All
We don't-
right.
Currently, we don't know them.
we don't know them.
What about a cropped cardigan?
That's
Can we like a?
We like a
yeah,
crop
Yeah,
cardigan.
that's
I
fine.
think
To
we
hit.
bought a probably crop cardigan.
Y'all
Maybe
know where to
I don't
come.
know.
It's fine.
I
Yeah.
think it's cute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Super cropped turtleneck. So like
The one
Really
that's
rough.
just a turtleneck.
it's like just
Oh,
the,
there's
the
no
sleeves,
top to
it.
just the
Top.
sleeves and the neck.
sleeves and neck. That's it.
Hit or miss.
Oh, I know what.
You know.
I just thought of one person. It's kind of like a hit because nuestra amiga Josefina, she had one.
Ah,
She's
sí.
gorgeous.
Pero she's perfect.
But is it her or is it the
Is it the
is
top
it
or
the
is
top?
it her?
Is it her?
Did she make the top or did the top make
Make
her?
her.
She made the top.
She made
Okay.
the top.
I mean, she's perfect.
Yeah.
So if this ends up in there, like Josefina, you're
Josefina, we love you.
You're a goddess. But
That's the only person that I seen that looks good.
Yeah.
Because she rocks it so well. Because she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Um,
And she has great style.
But then there's another person that I'm thinking of. It's not good.
The shade.
So,
Okay.
On the general population, it's
I
a
would
miss.
say it's a no
It's a
for
miss.
most people.
Okay.
No me gusta. No me gusta.
how are we feeling about tie dye?
I like tie-dye personally. I think it has to be. I don't want to see you in a tie-dye sweatsuit. Do you know, like?
Yeah, like a full.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
But I think tie-dye can be done properly and
Okay.
look very cool. But I also I love when people wear color personally. So I think it's very bold to wear tie-dye, and if you could pull it off, that's cool.
That's cool.
Right.
Come talk to me about it.
Jenny might feel differently. I don't know. Is tie-dye a mess for you?
I'm trying to be very vague because I work for somebody who overdid the tie-dye and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Miss on Jen's.
Yeah, miss on me.
Okay. I think
Was
the
that it?
last one was mini skirts because those are also making a comeback. I think. Hit or miss on the general population again.
I mean, if you can do it, go for it, sis.
Yeah.
I can.
Oh.
Same.
You know what's a good one? Low-rise jeans.
Oh.
Are they coming?
Let's end
are
up
they
that one
doing
for
a-
sure.
Well, it's just like the battle between Gen Z and millennials, apparently. The millennials.
You don't know my struggle.
For
Gen
me,
Z, you
no.
don't know.
No. It's a
Don't
miss
get me.
for me.
Yeah.
Low rise.
Yeah.
Low rise, yeah.
I think it's like
not
it's not flattering.
It's not flattering.
Even if you have a great body, I don't think it's flattering because it shortens your legs.
Totally.
And then your
Yeah.
butt looks so like tiny.
It's very
Your
your
butt
butt,
looks
becomes
tiny,
like
your
this
torso looks
loading
so long.
bar, and I'm just like, no, let's
not
celebrate the body.
Yeah.
Low rise jeans don't celebrate you.
Accentuate the moment
Correct.
that's happening.
Correct.
Yes.
Like
So
no,
it's a miss for us.
it's a mess.
I don't think I've worn my low-rise pants from Hollister from high school since high school.
If you can fit in those, blessings
Oh,
to
it's
you.
on the highest end they offer,
Oh,
an 11
jeez.
long.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
I said these are the only people that make long jeans. Okay.
That's
I
amazing.
can't.
can't do them.
But back to mini
no.
skirts. I think mini skirts can definitely look good on a certain person, but again, it's back to the tennis skirt. It just doesn't work for me.
no.
So
Doesn't work for me either.
yeah. So blessings to whoever can wear that.
Good for you.
Yeah, good for you.
All right, that's
That's
all.
it?
of the
That's it.
next-
No, let's keep going. Let's do more.
Give me. So we just want to say like thank you guys for taking the time to
Thank
like
you for
do
having
this
us.
with us. Of course.
Thanks for considering us.
Yes, exactly.
This is
really
our
fun.
first one. So.
This is our first, yeah, you guys are our first
Aw, yay.
interview, our first conversation, so it's cool.
We're
It's
excited.
beautiful.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're about to go cry.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a big moment.
Yeah.